Hi everyone, I'm Michael. Welcome to today's class. Have you ever watched the TV show Gossip Girl? Do you read blogs or magazines about secret celebrity romances and plastic surgery? Do you enjoy gabbing about office drama with your friends or coworkers? If so, you're not alone. People love to gossip. But while gossip can be a fun way to pass the time, it can also be damaging, embarrassing, and even cruel, especially when people are gossiping about us. There are 3 parts in this lesson. Part 1 talks about what gossip is. Part 2 talks about the different reasons why people gossip. Part 3 talks about how to address gossip at work. It's no secret that everyone gossips. But what is gossip exactly? How do we define it? Gossip is information that we share because it's fun. But it may not be 100% true. A piece of information that people gossip about but hasn't been proven is called a rumor. Sometimes someone may make up a rumor because it's entertaining. For example, a celebrity blog may claim that 2 television idols are dating. The blog's only evidence may be a photo of those 2 idols having lunch together. While the idols may only just be friends, it's way more fun to say they're dating. It's also way more profitable for the blog. To see just how much we love gossip, look at the US celebrity gossip industry. Blogs, magazines, and other media generate about $3 billion per year. China's social networking platform, Weibo, also reflects how much we love gossip. Weibo's server has broken down many times because nearly 100 million people were searching for celebrity gossip at the same time. But while we enjoy gossiping about celebrities, we may enjoy gossiping about the people around us even more. According to a social psychologist, 60% of our conversations are about other people we know. It seems like we just can't help but dish the dirt on our roommates, coworkers, bosses, and even our friends. Of course, gossip is fun. When we gossip, life becomes our own personal television drama. We learn little secrets about the people around us. We even bond with the people we gossip with. From our coworkers to our classmates, gossip is a way to build trust and friendship. But gossip isn't always innocent. Sometimes we do it because we are jealous of someone else's success. Other times we do it because we have low self-esteem. Gossiping about someone makes ourselves feel better. In the process, we may end up sharing information that is hurtful or embarrassing about other people. And it may not even be true. When we look at it this way, talking about people behind their back makes us look bad. So why is gossip so common? Why are we so addicted to it? Let's discuss some of the reasons why people love spreading gossip. Boredom and curiosity, fitting into a group, being jealous of others, and feeling better about themselves. Sometimes people gossip because they're bored. Most people spend their day at the same office, doing the same work, surrounded by the same people. After work, they go home to their families. If they're single, they go home to their smartphones. For better or worse, adult life can feel like one big routine. Wake up, eat, work, eat again, and go to sleep. In this kind of situation, who doesn't want a little excitement? Gossip and rumors are an easy escape from the boredom of our daily grind. For example, talking about why a coworker was fired gives life a little mystery, emotion, and drama. Maybe they insulted their boss. Maybe they weren't good at their job. They were fired so quickly, so they must have been really bad. Maybe they bothered another employee. When we ask these questions, suddenly the office doesn't seem so boring. For a brief moment, we can forget such unexciting responsibilities as writing emails, creating PPTs, and attending meetings. Not to mention, gossip is an easy way to make conversation. We don't always have a lot in common with the people we spend most of our time with. Think about our coworkers. Outside of small talk, it can sometimes be hard to find things to chat about. But information about the office concerns everyone, so office gossip becomes an easy way to make conversation. This may be why we can be very close with our coworkers when we work together, but after we leave a company, our relationships with them fade. Another reason people gossip is curiosity. Humans have a powerful drive to know about other people's lives. If we spend a lot of time around the same faces, eventually we'll want to know more about them. We become curious about the information they aren't telling us. For example, why has our coworker been missing so much work lately? Where did our roommate go at midnight last night? Why was our neighbor crying in the elevator? Boredom and curiosity often go hand in hand. When someone's own life isn't very exciting, the personal lives of others become a lot more interesting. Another reason people gossip is to fit in with a group or new environment. Gossip can be a way for us to bond with others. For example, when someone is new to a group, they may use gossip to understand the group better. They can discover who everyone in the group likes, who they don't like, and why. This may be common in schools where new students are eager to fit in. People also do it in the office. No matter where we are, we want to fit in. Gossip is a sign of social acceptance. Because gossip can be hurtful or get people in trouble, we usually share gossip with people we trust. So, some people may try to use gossip as a way of measuring how close they are with others. If someone often gossips with us, they probably consider us a close friend. Within a group, people might gossip to release shared frustrations. For example, at work, employees may talk about their boss because they feel powerless to change their situation, and complaining helps them release stress. Although gossiping out of frustration can quickly lead to negativity, gossip can reveal dark feelings about ourselves and others. When we do too much of it, we may find that it brings out the worst in us. Another reason we gossip is to feel better about ourselves. Often, when we gossip, we're passing judgment on others. We focus on negative behavior that we disapprove of, and we compare it to our own behavior in a way that makes us seem better. For example, we may complain about an annoying roommate to convince ourselves that we're a better person. For example, he's so messy, and never putting things away is really inconsiderate. But maybe he's so messy because he's depressed. He never leaves the house on weekends, and he doesn't have a girlfriend. Of course, if we need someone to compare ourselves to, it's probably because we don't feel very good about ourselves. We need to judge others to convince ourselves we're better than they are. Some people like feeling that, even though they have problems, at least other people's problems are worse. For example, they may think, I am lonely too, but at least I leave the house, unlike my roommate. In this way, gossip projects our personal worries and desires onto someone else. That person may have done nothing wrong. We are simply tearing them down to build ourselves up. Sometimes people may gossip because of jealousy. Human beings are jealous by nature. We want a lot of things that we don't have, and when we see other people get them, we naturally feel upset. And when we feel upset, we may start to gossip. Sometimes this is just to release frustration. But other times, people may use gossip to humiliate someone or damage their reputation. For example, in high school, if one student is jealous of another, they may invent a horrible rumor to alienate that student. They may say that the student has said nasty things about their friends in order to turn their friends against them. In recent years, gossip can appear through anonymous cyberbullying. This is when students attack another student's social media profile with hateful messages. In an office, an employee may use gossip to undermine another employee. They may start rumors to suggest an employee isn't hardworking or trustworthy. This kind of talk can be highly damaging to an employee's reputation. And once someone's reputation is damaged, it can be very hard to repair. Speaking of employees, gossip can be incredibly common at the office. Even if you haven't heard gossip directly, think back for a moment. Have you ever come across a situation when conversation stopped at the time you entered the office? Have you found that people begin to stare at someone? These are signs of workplace gossip. Gossip at work is sometimes identified as a form of abuse and has many negative effects. Gossiping at work lowers team spirit and creates division among employees. Instead of feeling like part of a team, gossip creates separate cliques of employees. If everyone is gossiping about each other, then no one really trusts one another. And when we can't trust the people we work with, it's hard to be productive or deliver good work. So when we encounter gossip at work or elsewhere, we should do our best to stop it. Although responding to gossip can be tricky. There are many reasons why people gossip, so we need to take the right approach to handling it. Otherwise, we might make things awkward, or our response may not be strong enough. So now, let's talk about some specific ways of responding to gossip at work. This includes changing the topic, addressing gossip directly, and defending people being gossiped about. One way of handling gossip is to simply change the topic. If someone is gossiping, we can just wait for a pause in the conversation and then shift the focus to something else. Another way is to directly address it. If someone starts gossiping about a friend or coworker, we can confront them about it. For example, we can say, "I'm curious, why are you so interested in this person?" This makes the conversation about the gossiper rather than the person they're gossiping about. It also shows them we have no patience for gossip. Of course, a direct approach can come off a little strong. We could sound aggressive and can make the situation a little awkward. Remember that some people gossip out of habit, so to call them out on their gossiping may make them feel needlessly embarrassed. If someone is saying really mean and hurtful things about someone, we could also defend the person being gossiped about. For example, if someone is criticizing another coworker's performance, we could say, "Well, this job isn't always easy," or "They've probably had a bad week," or "Anyone can improve with a little encouragement." We could even ask, "How should we help them?" This shows that we aren't interested in dwelling on someone's problems and care about bringing out the best in people. This kind of positive attitude could spread to other people in the conversation and elsewhere around the office. Because even though most people gossip, many also know that gossiping is a bad habit. Doing it too much can make us feel immature and just not very good about ourselves. When we don't gossip, we elevate the conversation and the people around us. It shows that we're mature. People respect that, and we also respect ourselves more. These are all useful tips for managing gossip about others. But it's also likely that, at some point, people will gossip about us. Since it's only natural to gossip, eventually, people are going to gossip about us. Now, sometimes this gossip may be silly, but other times it can be more serious. So, if we hear that people are talking about us behind our back, how should we respond to it? Some ways include ignoring it, laughing it off, confronting the people gossiping about us, and avoiding gossip. The easiest response is to just ignore it. If people are just cracking jokes, and it hasn't hurt our relationship with them, it's not worth getting upset about. First of all, people often don't think about the gossip they're spreading. So if they don't think it's serious, neither should we. Even better, we can laugh it off. We should make conversation with the people gossiping about us. We should live our lives as usual. In English, this is called being the bigger person. If we react in anger or frustration, people may gossip about us even more. Plus, if we show that gossip doesn't bother us, people will probably lose interest in talking about us. However, sometimes gossip isn't so meaningless. If someone is spreading damaging rumors about us, it's better to confront them about it. For example, we can find a private place and tell them, "I don't appreciate the things you've been saying about me." We could even say, "Why have you been saying these things?" This isn't a comfortable conversation, but it is an important one. By confronting someone, we're letting them know that we stand up for ourselves. People sometimes gossip about people they think they can bully. After all, people gossip behind other people's backs. That means they are usually afraid to say these things to someone personally. When we call someone out on their gossip, they may still dislike us, and they may still gossip about us, but they will probably be more careful in the future, or just do less of it. Another way of handling gossip is to just stay away from people who love gossip. Everyone gossips a little bit, but some people are more active than others. Every office has someone who loves to hunt around for gossip. If we spend too much time with these people, they will start to talk about us. So it's best to avoid them. Of course, we can still be friendly, but we should keep our distance. As with handling gossip about other people, the best advice is to just be above the rumors. Immaturity never looks good when compared to dignity. In sum, gossip will continue to be part of our lives, and most likely, despite our best intentions, we will probably still do it from time to time. We're only human, after all. But this lesson has also made us more aware of the negative impact of gossip. Once rumors affect people we know, we can end up hurting friends, colleagues, and people we don't even know that well. Not to mention, it brings out some very unattractive sides of our personality. Of course, there's a fine line between entertainment and embarrassment, and it's not always easily defined. But going forward, hopefully, we can all gossip a little more responsibly. Now, let's quickly review what we learned today. First, we introduced what gossip is. Second, we discussed some of the reasons why people love spreading gossip. Third, we talked about some specific ways of responding to gossip at work. That's all for today's lesson. Thank you, and see you next time.